What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us today. Working on a title and exactly what this is. I'm Trial, this is Error, Henry and Ryan, man. We're just kind of figuring out what we're gonna do here exactly with this podcast.
Yeah, man. I had an idea and I ran it past Henry and I said, you know, man, one of these times after we close, we should just get a table and have a friendly discussion about some stuff that we love, man, and the shop that we love. And yeah, man, this is the first one, so
kind of like a DVT after hours, guys.
Yeah,
it's a Sunday night after we close. We're tired. It's been a long week.
It's been a busy week.
Ryan's worked his 2 jobs. I've been here nonstop. But we're excited. We love being around these toys so much that we won't even go home when it's time to go home.
Yeah, we figured let's keep talking about it, you know? Yeah. So we hope you guys like this, and let us know if you do, and if you have any input or maybe what you'd want to see. Like we said, this is the first one, so we're just trying it out.
Yeah, we're gonna see where this ends up. Might put it on the DVT page. If not, we might make our own. But we're gonna try to keep it clean for the kids.
Yeah.
Don't worry though, we're sure to give you guys a few good laughs.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, Henry, Ryan, Trial and Error. We're accompanied here by Manny Alvarez behind the camera. He's
Manny Faces.
Yeah,
Big shout
out, everybody.
Dubbed Manny Faces, man.
Yeah.
He's helping us. This is the production crew.
Manny Faces.
That's all we need. The big shout out. Man, we got a lot of exciting toys to talk about. We're gonna kind of think of the weekly podcast that we do, but a little bit more tired and chill.
Yeah, more relaxed.
Exactly,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a few things we're gonna discuss here. We're gonna start off with some toys that we're interested in at the moment. We'll start off with Ryan here.
Yeah, man. So I mentioned it on a few of the Wednesday podcasts, but right now I'm really into Masters of the Universe, both the vintage and the classics.
Ain't nothing wrong with repetition. We might talk about some of these toys on Wednesday, and we might talk about them again on Sunday.
Yeah, man.
It's just kind of
stuff we're into.
Letting you guys really know that we like these toys, man.
So when you come in, feel free to talk to us about all this stuff, because we truly know it, and
we can do it for hours.
Yeah, man, we do it for hours.
There's people that come here and just sit down and
even
talk with
after
us.
Hours.
After hours, man. That might be the title of this show, man. Just DVT after hours.
So the majority of the stuff I'm going to be talking about was actually stuff I traded in for today. So that kind of tells you I've had my eye on it for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But we've got right here in the mail shipper still the Masters of the Universe Classics Wind Raider. This was one of the first vehicles, if I'm not mistaken, that they did.
I think so, man.
I think it might be the first one that the Classics did.
Manny's shaking his head, yes, it's approval.
You know what? Let's just pop this guy open, shall we?
Man. We got the box cutter on there.
Yeah, man.
It's nice to have Manny behind the camera, because this is a man who lived through it all. So any doubt that we'd have, the man can answer it for us. But yeah, and then Ryan too. You know, this was a little bit later towards your childhood, right?
Yeah, I was born in '85, so I caught the tail end of He-Man, and then the New Adventures of He-Man, and kind of followed through with some of the comics as a kid.
Yeah.
But
Manny told me this cool story how the toys actually came out before the show. The toys were prepped for the show, like basically the cartoon was made to promote the toys that were already existing, because he remembers going to the store and seeing these toys out there, and then he's like, what is this?
What is this?
And then like one day he came home at like 5 o'clock, the show was on.
That's
right, Manny? Something like that.
That's so cool though, man. Like, so the old vintage pieces are known for the great artwork, but the cool thing is some of the classics carried it through as well.
Especially the Castle Grayskull, with instead of you having a kid on there, you have an adult.
Yeah.
So that's pretty rad.
And I'm going to be talking more about that Castle Grayskull.
I like how they were hinting at that Rotar, because this toy came out years before that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this line. It's always
like they knew they were going to make it.
Right, they're 2 or 3 steps ahead.
Does it have the Skeletokens on there? Or is it just a generic?
It looks just
Skeletor figure.
It's a Skeletor figure. It looks like Evil Lyn and Beastman actually are back there. And the back is kind of like a sketch done by Duncan, who is Man at Arms.
That's a beautiful, like, Leonardo da Vinci kind of like thing.
I mean, this box is so cool, man.
Very architectural as far as the art style.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna pop this open.
You might just end up destroying the box, man. but
if
you
it
might not
happens,
want to put the toy back in there either.
Right, if it happens, man.
It's gonna be such a cool toy, you probably won't want it back in the box.
Yeah, with the vehicles, I believe you gotta pop them out, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, but it should come with a base.
It does.
Yeah.
It's sweet. You can have it where it's like crashing or taking off. Like,
yeah.
Man, that's such a cool accessory. The Roton has it as well, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. Can you picture that thing on a base? That would be...
Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
Man.
We had the one, and I never popped it open.
That's also on my Grail list of things that I really hope come in. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But...
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be sweet, guys.
There's nothing better than opening up a brand new toy, man. Setting
so
it free
good.
from its cage.
Yeah, from its cardboard prison.
No hate from the MOC collectors. It's just I like actually playing with them, man.
Man, this is cool.
It's nice.
The colors on it pop. I'm just gonna throw this box over. It's fine.
Show it off a little bit, man.
Man, so there's some zip ties, which are always unfortunate. But like,
always a pain.
I mean, this thing is gonna be a beaut. When I was a kid, I had this, and these were all stickers.
Okay.
And they always ripped off.
That's actually
and they're
painted on
crappy.
now.
Yeah, now it's actually like, oh man.
What do you think, Manny? A little bit of an improvement over the original?
Oh, definitely.
Like the size too, right? Like I've got little hands, but still, come on, man, that's awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, you can fit in the figures.
Yeah.
The problem that we face with the Joes is that the modern ones are too big for their own vehicles. People actually buy the vintage vehicles to put these guys in it.
Yeah, I did not know
that. And there's
actually.
more of a selection, and you get some cool ones too, man. Sometimes the vintage Snowcat is just a little bit sweeter than the modern one.
Man, it is a sweet vehicle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also picked up a Demo Man, which was he was combined with Keldor to make Skeletor.
Yeah.
And that's one of the coolest things, man. I wasn't really aware of that lore for a long time. And I came in and I was like, oh, do we have this figure?
Some of these are just made up, and they'll be like, yo, here's a cool story for it, man.
Yeah,
it's
man.
enough.
And it is enough. It gets me into the line even deeper, you know?
A lot of them are canon, but yeah, it'll explain a lot.
Yeah, like that's so rad. I had to pick up Moss Man. He was one of the figures I had when I was a kid. And it's weird because I have such a weird love-hate relationship with this figure, but the Classics is so awesome. Like, he's actually one of my favorites.
Good articulation, good sculpt.
Interesting scent. He
Yeah,
still
the
smells
scent,
like the
man.
vintage one, you know?
That's
so
awesome
rad.
that they kept these little like nicks and knacks from the older ones.
It shows you that the people behind this at the time, they really care.
Yeah, they were
you know?
fans.
And now Super 7 has the license, and I think moving forward they're going to do a lot of really cool things.
They're treating it right so far, other than the production. But even then, it's like it's a lot of weight to carry.
They're a smaller company, so
it's understandable.
Hopefully they can carry Masters of the Universe.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
and do it justice.
It is a burden. It is
$50 for a new figure is a lot, though.
It is.
I mean, that's a lot.
But for the Ultimates, yeah, I mean,
they're gonna be sweet. I'm gonna get.
You're that much of a fanatic, man, that you gotta keep the line alive.
Yeah.
At this point, you have no choice. If you want to see more He-Man toys, you have to buy the Super 7 ones.
Right. And I'm going to, man.
Really testing your fandom with those, man.
Yeah, well, speaking of testing my fandom, I had no intentions of getting the DC versus Masters of the Universe 2-packs. Not the biggest fan, but I am trying to collect all the Skeletors. And Lemonface here.
Yeah, that's what we dubbed it, man.
Lemonface was one of the ones I needed. So a coworker, Trevor, actually wanted the Lex Luthor. I wanted the Skeletor. Boom, that's a 2-pack split, just like in the old days, man.
Trevor wanted the crystals and the Lex Luthor, man.
Yeah, that worked out perfect. Shout out to Trevor, I really appreciate it. Once I get all the Skeletors, man, I'll take a sweet picture and I'll share it with everyone.
I'm glad that they still do the accessory packs and things like that, man. That was really cool. That was one of the cooler things about the vintage ones, that you can make your own Wonder Bread He-Man if you bought the black vest that came in the accessory pack.
That's true.
Because not everyone had a Wonder Bread He-Man.
It's hard to come by.
Ryan's got one though. He's got the vintage one. Or the classics.
The classic
vintage.
One. Yeah.
That'd be an expensive one.
Oh man, I wish I had the vintage one.
Oh man, I don't know. Manny might be able to recollect the memory, but one of the first times that I started working here, that was one of the things that I packed up, was the AFA graded Wonder Bread He-Man.
Oh man.
And a lot of us had the pleasure of seeing that here at DVT. And it was
such a rare item. Like
I didn't know too much about the He-Man toys at the time, but I knew that was something special, and I remember taking a picture of it like It's like, man, I'm
I
gonna have
might
to
not
like
see this again.
Yeah, exactly. That was my mentality. It's like, I don't think I'm gonna see this toy for a very long time. And I mean, looking at some of the things that we've sold in here recently, the $800 price tag we had on it wasn't terrible.
That's a steal, dude.
But yeah, I mean, it's still kind of high.
I mean, even the laser power and laser
That's
light.
right, we have that.
Those are almost impossible to find, and yeah, they were once ours.
Beauties, yeah.
Not while I worked here, but still.
I didn't even have the pleasure of packing that one up because I do the shipments in the morning.
Yeah.
But no, that one actually, I think someone came in and bought it in store, and I remember just seeing it go bye, and I'm like, man,
no.
that is cool.
That is so cool. I'm trying to get this together, but this thing is...
Take the time, man. Yeah, that's going to be...
I don't know what's going on with that.
That's crazy. Let me see.
Some spring action. That's a part of doing a live podcast. But I am busting this thing out, man, and it is going to be incredible.
Ryan, I hate to say it, man, but I think they kind of... They might have gotten you on this one. It looks a little damaged. Might have to stick some adhesive on there, bud.
No harm, no foul. It's the Wind Raider itself that I'm the most
worried about.
soaked for, yeah.
Definitely, it did do a little error on that, but that's what any toy would...
And it was out
I
of the box,
always warn
too,
Ryan about this, man. Any toy that has any kind of translucentness, that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
And I've told him to stay away from the clear Hordak and the Spirit of Grayskull.
Spirit of Grayskull, which I still want that figure, though, man.
Some of them are just that cool, that luring.
Yeah, it's like... It's buy the ticket, take the ride, right? It's worth it.
If you're gonna keep them in the package, buy it.
Yeah. Which some of them I do, man. I know it's kind of not the thing to do. We just talked about freeing toys, but...
Hey, man, it's to each their own. And we definitely have a large, here in the store, we have a large community of people that buy and keep in the box.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's all part of collecting. I mean, you're definitely not gonna buy an older vintage toy that you know, you're just gonna pop open. I don't ever see anyone just be like, yeah, I want that card of Joe, and then they rip it out the card. Never, not anymore. That's done.
Those days are long.
Yeah, you buy it loose, or you keep it in the package with those. Which I think that's kind of the mentality with some of these as well.
Yeah.
So some toys are really just too nice to open. But the one I do recommend people to stay away from is the what is it? The Enchantress, the Goddess.
Yeah.
For Heman, that she was very fragile. Like she just destroys and crumbles up everywhere. That's a beauty, man.
I mean, come on, guys! Like this is so cool.
They put the Skeletor in there. Put old Lemon Face in there.
Lemon Face is like, I can drive. I've got the power sword. Right,
awesome.
Like it actually has wheels on it too, so you can
You
can roll it around.
Okay, that's sweet.
Isn't that cool, man?
That's sweet, man. They took a little bit of moderation into it.
I thought I was finished. There's always one extra piece I forget with vehicles. I don't know why, but
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert.
Guys, don't forget to comment. Leave a comment, man. Tell us what toys you're currently interested in.
Yeah, Henry, what stuff are you into right now?
Dude, right now
You're about those G.I. Joes again, right?
dude, we're right up Manny Face's alley, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
The
He-Man
Joes and the
Joes.
He-Man, and I've got G.I. Joe fever, dude. Ever since they
I got the
announced,
fever.
I don't know if you saw it, man, but they announced that they're doing the Missile Command Center in a modern style, which I can maybe see the price declining in the vintage one because it's kind of the same thing, cardboard and everything, and once you pop it open, man, the thing's gonna be legit. So I saw that, and I'm like, dude,
Comic-Con
give me
exclusive?
every bat.
Yeah.
Give me every vibrator.
He's not kidding, guys. He's not kidding.
Exactly, man. Just give me every grunt and soldier that you have, and I just want to build a whole army in that base, and just have a few guys in there, man.
Have a couple
Flynn
good
and
guys.
Duke
Yeah.
and Scarlet and Snake Eyes just infiltrate the base, man, and just go to town on them, man. But they're so sweet, man. And in the time being, like I said, I wasn't gonna buy any G.I. Joes until I had that in my hands, because that's what I'm trying to build my collection around. You know, these don't look too half bad hanging in my wall. In the meantime, yeah. I was like, you know what? I should probably buy a few and just, in the meantime, just have them hanging.
It's like artwork, man.
Put a little thumbtack, and then when the base finally gets there, pop them open.
Dude, so I believe this spoiler is smarter than I am.
It's got you. Look at the instructions, man.
Yeah, I can't read though, so.
So while Ryan messes with that, though, yeah, like We were talking about this one all day, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I walked over and just randomly
we
found
closed. We closed, locked up and everything, and then bam, there it was. It's like a sign.
It is, dude.
But yeah, and then these guys, I was at a wedding yesterday. These guys found this Sweet Joe back there in the warehouse. I love them, man, but some of these just can't stand.
Yeah.
So definitely you got to hold on to those bases. I'm glad each one of them comes with one.
That's a necessity with those things, man. I got a Cobra Commander with the stand, the podium, and he likes to lean into it a lot.
Yes, that's still cool, man. That's a Sweet Joe.
It is a Sweet Joe.
That Snake Eyes is on my list, and then so is Pimp Daddy Destro. Might go for the gold version.
Pimp Daddy Destro.
The expensive one. And he's coming out the package, man, because that's just how I do it.
Ripping them up.
But before the Missile Command Center was announced, I was the thing that I always said was if we get the G.I. Joe Transformers crossovers, that's going to get me back into G.I. Joe. And sure enough, we got the Hiss Tank. We got the Hiss Tank, man. Shockwave.
Yeah, dude, that's
that
sweet.
special edition bat.
What you're about?
Oh, the Devastator bat, dude. Beautiful. And the Destro with the money, the Decepticon
Talk
chest.
about Pimp Daddy Destro.
Oh, dude. And then the freaking Soundwave little boombox. Man, that's awesome. The cassette player. So we got those in, man. And I was just like, whoa, like, I gotta get it.
Is this real life?
Hey, man.
Man.
Got it.
Moss Man's taking it for a spin now.
Sweet.
That's probably how I'm gonna actually display it.
So here's hoping someone trades in the Jetfire one, because that's the one I really got my eyes on. I don't really need the Starscream. I can live with or without the new one, the Soundwave. What was it, like a Hiss 2 tank?
I think so.
I think so. And it came with another one. I think it was Blaster. Blaster's like maybe the Jeep. But,
yeah, that sounds right.
But yeah, that one I can do with or without. And the Starscream version is it's a little bit too expensive for me. So
that was one of the first ones, right?
Yeah, so I'm not too much in a hurry. I mean,
yeah,
the Jetfire one just knocks it out the water. I only really want it for the Megatron gun,
which is a sweet
accessory. Yeah, and I'm all about these like little blind box figures, man.
Yeah, dude, talk about those sushi riders. Those are pretty sweet.
They came up with a cool idea, man. I never thought you'd see something like that. I saw those and I told Sean, like, we need to order those, man.
Yeah, man, they're a really fun blind box series, so you don't know which one you're getting.
I'll give him credit. It's fine to be skeptical about blind boxes in a store, because you do see that a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of these are they're really rad. Some of them
they're really cool.
Good. They're pieces
good
of work.
collectible pieces of art, you know, and cheap. So it gets you in the door, and then you find out that there's a whole world of that stuff.
Exactly.
It's actually really cool.
There's a lot of bad ones, but I mean, there's a lot of really cool ones, man. If you just stick to the right artist.
Yeah. It's all about knowing it.
Kid Robot is sometimes hit or miss, but I mean, as far as when you're a retail store, man, you just gotta get a feel of what people like, and I'm sure a lot of people would kill to have some of those Sonic the Hedgehog or Simpsons ones in there.
Man. Some more familiar stuff, but like, I figure once we do well with those, maybe those other ones can come in. That would be kind of cool.
Locals are watching it. You guys like to see any of that merchandise or any merchandise in particular that we can order? Let us know. We'll talk to you guys and we'll see what kind of stuff we can get in here to sell.
Yeah, man. So speaking of stuff we can get in and sell, we've got a whole bunch of really cool different Godzillas, man.
Exactly.
We've got...
This is a mutual thing we share. The He-Man's yours, the G.I. Joe's mine, but the Godzilla's like...
This is kind of what cemented our friendship.
Exactly.
Up here at DVT. The long hours and conversations, and then somehow Godzilla came into it, and we both were like, what?
And for a little bit, it was a little bit of a rivalry, too.
Yeah, man. I mean, friendly competition, I would say, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Seeing who got the better deal online and...
Yeah, man, it kept our collection sharp, you know? I mean, you've almost got all of the SH Monster Arts now, right?
Yes, and that happened just like overnight.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of cool ones that have come in. Santiago traded in some cool ones.
Shout out to Santiago, man.
Yeah, man. So here we've got two cheaper ones. They're the NECA ones. We've got the 2014 and the Shin. Two really popular designs. The Shin's somewhat controversial, but he's a really cool figure.
I think for the price point that they're at, they're good figures, you know, something for the kids or something cool for the collection that takes no effort to find.
If you just want to throw it on your desk at work, you know, you're not too afraid of anyone messing around with it or anything. These are really good representations.
I'll admit, I want the nuclear explosion Godzilla.
It's pretty cool.
The burning one with the green paint.
Yeah.
It's from nothing, right?
It's just a cool variant.
Repaint.
Yeah.
But I think it looks cool.
If they do a purple version of this, which I've heard it might be coming out soon.
I would believe it. If they did that as a Comic-Con version, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's how you get it.
NECA just starts doing a Rick Boy version of
200 only, and they're sold out while they're in your cart. Jeez, NECA.
They did say that, though. They did say they were going to make a Comic-Con one.
Yeah.
And this was an announcement made months ago, but nothing since.
Nothing yet, yeah. They've been too busy with the aliens and the Predators and the repaints and
the Ninja Turtles,
yeah.
But it's all good, you know. We know what to expect from that guy, and I mean, a lot of people definitely are feeding for it.
They do have quality product now.
Yeah.
I will say things have stopped breaking. They've stopped having issues,
and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's made their stuff more reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just really hard to get, which is frustrating for some collectors, you know. But that's the name of the game, right?
Exactly. We're still in the shop, you know. I gotta give some kind of plug to the shop, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We still got a lot of these, man. But this Monster X, the design is just, for it being one of the later ones, designed is just a cool figure, man. It's
really unique.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
It's just, and then he turns into Kaiser Ghidorah.
Ghidorah, yeah.
But
which is crazy.
Kaiser Ghidorah is cool, but Monster X is just so sweet.
You'd almost want him to change from Kaiser Ghidorah to Monster X.
Exactly. You kind of want him to revert back and just stay in this state, man. But this guy almost single-handedly took out Godzilla.
Yeah, man. I mean, Final
Wars. They're saying that that's the most formidable opponent. You know, there's always a toss-up between like Destroyer, Ghidorah, because Ghidorah's never actually lost one-on-one. It's always someone helps. Yeah. But I mean, I think Monster X just came into the picture and just blew everyone up. This is the only good thing about Final Wars, in my opinion.
Final Wars is a hard one to watch for sure, but Monster X brings it around, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, like Ryan was saying, things that we can order, man. Godzilla Monster Arts. Love this one, man. This was your first, right?
It was my first one, man. I got it the first week I started back in April, and man, those things hooked me. I did a review and I knew about the character, but not so much about the figure, and man, it's still one of my favorites. I love that figure.
And then I got these. Sean's been hugging these in his office, man. One day he'll sell them to me, right?
We can dream, right?
Yeah.
Sound effects are so cool.
One day I'll get him to sell me these. But yeah, these are great, man. And I actually am really on the fence about buying the Rick Boy X Plus version of this with the head.
As your attorney, I say do it.
Eventually, right? I'll get the cash somehow, right?
Yeah, man.
All right, so that's the toys on the table. Then we got
so
the gizmos too, man.
We've got
top sellers. We're down to just three.
3.
We had 2 cases. We might have 2 more cases. We're down to 3.
Yeah, man. They seem to be a huge hit right now. So.
Exactly.
So I think we were going to close this podcast out by saying a couple Holy Grail items, right? That we hope come in. Yeah. I'm going to keep
We already ran through 2 topics?
Yeah, man, that happened pretty quick, right? But I'm hoping for some more Masters of the Universe. If you guys have them, bring them in, man. The thing I want the most is the Castle Grayskull. I just got the Point Dread, and like, it's incredible, but it has to go on the Castle Grayskull, man. Like, that is a Holy Grail piece for me, for sure. As far as the monster arts and stuff that I've been collecting, man, I've been able to get the majority of the ones I want.
Yeah, they've been coming in, or they've been repumping them.
Yeah, like, it would be cool to get the special color King Ghidorah. I really still want that one. But other than that...
Mecha King Ghidorah, though, is still pretty sweet. And he comes with the Dorats.
Yeah, dude. He's one of my favorites. He's actually on my top shelf. But yeah, I gotta buy Alante, and that's talk
sweet,
about
man.
Holy Grail pieces.
That's still on my grill list, man.
Yeah, dude.
That... Heavy arms.
Heavy arms, yeah. The elusive heavy arms.
The elusive heavy arms, man. I'm hoping one day... I mean, I've had people come in here with the Comic-Con 2011 Goku for figure arts, but it's never stayed.
Yeah.
The price never was right, but I kind of need that one to finish off that collection.
Yeah, that's another collection you have that's so impressive, dude. Like, I mean, you put the time in.
Yeah.
You track down the pieces.
I'm heavy on imports, man,
Yeah.
but... and that one, and no, I don't think anyone watching is gonna know what the heck I'm talking about here, but it's from the anime called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. There's a figure line called Medicos that does the figures for them, and they're called super articulated statues, and they're basically like figure arts. Well, I mean, you guys will probably think this is ridiculous, but every year or so for a special convention called Wonderfest, they'll do ones that have like actual like diamonds in them, And these toys, like
That's so cool.
they're inexpensive diamonds, but the toys will run $4,000 to $5,000.
Wow.
Yes. And they'll just put a couple here and there, man. But
$4,000 to
things,
$5,000.
$4,000 to $5,000 already, like off the bat, like on the reselling market. And I mean, they're stylish, man. They look great. I'm just a big fan for JoJo's.
Yeah.
But that's sweet, man. I didn't know if you knew about that.
I did not know about
Yeah,
those.
they're dope.
I'm gonna actually check that out, man.
I'll send you some pictures, man, later.
That's sweet.
Because yeah, they're worth seeing. Any other Grails, man?
Let me think about it.
We still got to talk about what we're looking forward to coming out.
Oh yeah, I guess we did skip
that.
Yeah, we did skip
let's,
that.
Let's
Okay.
wrap up the Grails, man.
For
You were talking
Grails.
about Rattler.
Yeah, dude. There are a few Snake Man. If we're getting into individual pieces that I would like to get a Manny Faces in the classics.
That's an expensive one, man. Do you know how much
Yeah.
that goes for?
I think he's about 100 boxed
In the
and
box,
about
dude.
70 loose right
Which is
now.
funny because he just bought that one for 10.
I got this one for 10, and like this is one of the best. Oh man, when I was a kid, it's so much fun playing with this thing.
Who would have thought that the
classics.
modern version would jump up 10 times the price of the original?
It happens sometimes, man. Sometimes they do it right by the modern stuff, you know.
Exactly.
But Roboto would be sweet.
Yes.
Um,
Ninjor?
Ninjor, a King Grayskull would
King
be cool.
Grayskull.
Battle Cat.
Castle Grayskull, man.
Castle Grayskull's the one though.
Castle
But
Grayskull, man.
Castle
That's bigger.
Grayskull, man.
Castle
Yeah,
Grayskull,
yeah.
man.
That is a sweet figure.
And the Castle Grayskull.
I'll take both.
They're
You know,
both sweet, man. You gotta have
Yeah.
someone to guard it.
I mean, to be honest, there probably are a few more Godzillas that I would
Mhm.
take too if I saw them in person. I would
Yes.
be like, what? You know, but
Yeah, I don't think
mean-
my grow list is too high, man. I think it's just those few.
working here
After
has
it all
kind of
comes
taken
in.
away from the Grail list because I see so many cool things come in. You
Yeah,
know?
you just wait, and then something cool comes. You didn't even know you wanted it. It just
Yeah,
kind of
man.
comes in, and you get it.
Like I used to be a fan of Masters of the Universe, but I never thought I'd collect it. And
Mm-hmm.
working here has given me such a cool window to collect them that I
Exactly.
mean, it's getting crazy. You know?
Well, hit us up on the comments. Let us know what some of your grill figures, man.
Yeah, see, that's one of my favorite things to talk about is toy collectors. You know, like
Yes.
what's something that you've been hunting for?
And I mean,
like,
it's not always something expensive either. It could just
Yeah,
be something
something you just haven't
very,
picked up.
Very simple that you're just like, you know, or I mean, I've seen people pick up a $10 toy and be like, "This is my grill piece." It's just I'm never able to find it.
some people are like the Jim Lee Cyclops. You
Yeah.
know, the Marvel Legends. You know,
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't always have to be a $300 castle.
$4,000.
Yeah, $4,000.
rhinestone.
We just
figure.
we have good taste.
It's ridiculous,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I don't blame you guys for judging me.
Yeah, dude. No judgment at this table.
But let's talk about what we're looking forward to, man.
I'm going
right.
back to the Monster Arts, bro.
Really?
We're getting a Shin Awakening
Yes.
soon for our personal
Which
collection.
is the purple version with all the effects, and he comes with the giant exploding.
Dude, I
With the
can't,
mouth.
I
That's-
can't wait. That guy's gonna get a shelf of his own.
I
in my
can't
collection.
help but feel that we were cheated on that first Shin Godzilla
Yeah.
for not throwing an effect piece like that.
They're making up for this one though. I
Yeah.
feel this
Oh,
one
they definitely are.
in person. We're both gonna be.
You
just,
definitely know they rushed that first Shin.
yeah, of course. I'm excited for Batra and the Larva set,
Yes.
and the Mothra and the Larva
Monsters.
set. I mean, both those are going to be September, October, so I've got some time.
What about Godzilla Jr.? They
I
took away the helicopters though, man.
I haven't pulled the trigger, and that might be why, right? The helicopters. I know they're
you're
small.
You're almost kind of
but-
paying the same price after shipping on Premium Bandai.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
it's like $93. I had to go through a Japanese site and use Japanese currency.
boom,
Yeah, to save $20 and spend
Man.
73.
worth it though.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm gonna get them. I need them. I need to cross them off my list. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to pay the $100, $120.
So
I got lucky with Baby Godzilla.
I can't wait for those, man. I really, like, I'm getting so anxious. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning with these Super 7 Masters of the Universe figures.
The classics, the
I want-
ultimates.
I want the Ultimates to come out. I want their Filmation stuff to come out.
You don't want all the Filmations.
I'm going to pass on Tila and I'm going to pass on Hordak right
Mm.
now. But
I don't know, man.
if I
you're
get
getting
them, I'll have
Manifestus-
all of them.
I mean, if you're getting Man-at-Arms, man, you gotta have the daughter.
yeah.
Tila is such a crucial part of the team, man.
I say that I won't get her, but I probably will.
You should. I really do think you should consider it.
And they're also going to do some Filmation of the classic versions, dude, of the vintage versions.
That's right. That's right.
They're doing a Skeletor, a He-Man,
With that body style.
a She-Ra, and they're doing a Hordak.
Did you see those, Manny? Did you have any input on those? You think it's kind of? You think it's about time they finally got to those?
Yes.
Yeah,
Think
man.
you can see yourself buying one or two?
Yes. definitely buying.
And apparently
Nice.
they're going to be
glad.
in places like FYE and other places. You know,
So
you're not
they'll be convenient to get.
yeah, you won't have to really hunt for them. Well, you might because people will probably go and get them.
I'm a little glad you're more open-minded about it, because John will just be like, nope, no, it's not what I grew up
Pass.
with. Yep,
Yeah.
easy pass.
It's a modern.
Come on, man.
It's a waste.
So yeah, dude, like I said, hopefully Comic-Con is in time. Like it correlates with my check. I think it's towards the end of July.
Okay, you
But
might be right.
I don't know. You might be right. I'll have to check. It's always different every year.
I saw Super 7 was saying something about like Comic-Con announcements coming on the 7th, and so for some reason I was like, Comic-Con is
No.
then.
But I do definitely. I need to find a way to set some money aside, get that. I'm looking forward to what's now dubbed as Hot Ryu from Storm Collectibles, and what it is Ryu from Street Fighter with the beard with no gi on the top, but he's got a few scars and some gloves. So that's a really good figure. And then Noob Saibot.
Noob Saibot. Cody Fuquay, they're making a Noob Saibot, bro. You have to get that
from
figure.
Mortal Kombat. The Storm Collectibles, they grabbed the ninjas. They grabbed Ryu, not Ryu. They grabbed Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and they painted them all black. They made them into Noob Saibot, and I'm like, I gotta get this figure.
Growing up with
I
my
had
best
to.
friend Cody, he always picked Noob and
he
he
beat
everybody's butt
Yeah,
with him,
and that's-
dude.
Everybody just cheated with him,
Yeah.
man. And I need that.
Yeah, I need that
I need that
figure.
figure.
Yeah,
so I can
dude.
take out my anger and toy photography
Yeah.
of Noob Saibot finally getting beat by my other toys.
Yeah, dude, buy some Godzillas.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Just,
Yeah, man.
just do that. As far as that, man, I mean, every figure arts. You know, Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Yamcha. They finally made a Yamcha, and we got him on order
Scouter
with the Cybermen.
Vegeta.
Scouter Vegeta, Nappa.
Yeah,
I can
dude.
go on.
That
Kid
Nappa.
Goku and Shenron.
They're
God.
doing Shinron.
They're doing it,
Finally.
and we're getting those all here in the store. How
That's
convenient for me to just, okay, I'll order 13. I'll keep one for myself, 12 to the public, etc. And if we sell them, we'll order more. But
Yeah.
guys, get them from us, man. If you guys are getting these imports,
Yeah.
know that we will have them here. It's confirmed.
We're getting 12 guys, so come on in,
Well,
check them out.
We can always get more.
Yeah, I mean, just at the gate 12,
Yeah.
but yeah, we can get
We
more.
can get a case
like-
of 25.
Yeah, dude, we had to do that with the cells, right? The cells moved quick, man.
They
and
do.
then we got some more, and you know, like,
We'll probably get to. This is just testing out the waters still.
yeah.
But at some point, we'll probably just order full cases and just keep them back stock and pump them out. But yeah, it all moves, man.
Yeah, man, believe
All
it or
these
not,
toys.
these things do go. Some people are like, well, you guys always have this, but it's not the same one you looked at
No,
last
it's
week.
Somebody
you know?
bought the one that
Yeah.
you were looking at. This is
Yeah,
two after
like-
that.
I used to think maybe the same thing. I was like, I don't know, man.
No,
this is the
there.
same, it's the same
It's there.
figure.
It's like no, like
no, dude.
no. We just happened to sell
It's crazy.
3 in between the time you came in and left.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But it's awesome, man.
it's great. I'm so happy that we can get what the collectors want. You know?
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and
it's-
accommodate. And I've already had a few people just come up to me like, hey, can I put some money down? and
Yeah, I want
order
to
another
pre-order
toy?"
it.
Yeah.
You guys should start a pre-order system.
I'm trying.
And maybe,
I'm
yeah.
definitely
we'll look
trying.
into
We got to
it.
figure out some kind of system.
Yeah.
But I have had some people just put some money down to have me order something from our distributor, and I successfully have placed the order, gotten the product in, and they've picked it up.
Yeah, man.
With
It's
ease.
smooth, easy transactions.
Exactly.
Pick it up the day it comes out.
Exactly.
Go home with a new toy. You don't have to fuss or fight. It's great, dude.
It's awesome. But yeah, let us know in the comments what toys you're looking forward to.
Yeah, man.
Comment, man, associate, talk to us, and we'll talk back to you.
We enjoy
in
this
a
stuff,
non-sassy way.
Yeah. Maybe a little sassy.
Yeah, we'll see. Depends how you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anything else, Ryan?
Hey, man, this was a lot of fun. I hope we keep doing this, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Great Balls of Fire's coming to town.
Great
I
Balls
hope
of
Brock
Fire.
Lesnar drops that title.
Samoa Joe, get some respect, get the strat. You
Yeah.
deserve it, man. You
Mhm.
know.
Oscar, if you're watching this,
Alexa
call
Bliss.
me.
Alexa Bliss, what up? What up, girl?
Empress of Tomorrow. Holla at your boy.
She's from Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland. I'm married though. I love my wife. I'm just kidding. But
Go away, Alexa.
in this rivalry, I take Team Bliss.
Not me, man. Not me. Oscar.
That'd be
all
cool,
the
though,
way.
if they actually do a
Undefeated.
super match.
She broke Goldberg's
You're right.
streak.
Yeah.
There's Manny. There's a Japanese lady, right?
She
She's
is
Japanese.
awesome. Yeah.
She's gone through. She's in the WWE, but she's under the development brand, which is called NXT, and she has beaten Goldberg's record. I don't know if you remember back in the day, Goldberg's record.
273?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. It was
Yeah.
triple digits. She has fought and won that many fights, and then some. She's broken.
Probably that many title fights, bro. She's been
Yeah.
champion forever. It's
She
awesome.
has, and it's sweet. Like,
Like-
there's no way she can lose the title. At this point, there's no one that can beat her.
You think they're gonna have her come to Raw and do like a dual champion? That'd be huge,
I
bro.
would love that.
Yeah, that would
love
be cool.
that.
It'd be a good figure too.
Mm-hmm. Kevin Owens did it right.
Right? That's what I'm
Didn't
saying.
he?
Yeah.
There was a dual champion.
He lost to NXT, bro.
Ah, that's right.
He tried to.
Yeah, he tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there hasn't been an NXT
No.
dual champion. Wow.
That'd be kind of
you're right.
cool.
First one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, we appreciate you guys sitting through this, man. Watching us chat it up. Like I was saying before we were cut off, it won't just be toys. Like, toys is the primary thing, but we might sneak in a few other topics here in the near future.
Couple movie reviews in the
Yeah.
summertime. You know, Spider-Man's coming out.
Definitely.
Couple album reviews, maybe even.
Yeah.
You know.
Some music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about, man. You're the viewers.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, like I said, we're still. This is a project in the works, but kind of seems like it might just end up on the DVT channel, just some content.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoy it, man. Trial and error.
Trial and error. Signing
and error.
off. First episode.
All right. Well, thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Manny.
Thank you, guys.
Don't forget, real quick, subscribe to us on YouTube if you're just watching this as a non-follower. Instagram, Dallas Vintage Toys. Facebook, Dallas Vintage Toys. We have a Twitter, but it's just a Facebook rehash. So
Yeah.
follow us on Facebook. 12052 Forest Gate Drive, Dallas, Texas 75243. Tuesday through Sunday. Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays, 11 to 6. But thank you guys for watching, man. Signing off, DVT After Hours.
Yeah, man. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.